Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Eden Zero Season 2 episode number 8 reaction. So the previous episode we get a big revelation. Master Noah, who we thought was like the person who is trying to do something, like setting us like our information to Drake and Joe, who we thought were evil, it's not really evil. He's kind of in the gray zone. What he's doing is we kind of get a proper explanation of it in the previous episode. He can look at the location of people through time and space, and that is why he knows that Drakenjo will become a problem in the future. And the only one who can do something in this situation is Rebecca, who has Cat Leaper, who can change time. And she has been leaping a lot. The first leap she did was when Happy got in an accident. So the number of times she has leaped from that point onwards is like 30. That is why, like, the previous leap, it was 29. She was like number 20. Now she's number 30. So that kind of explains why her, like, number changed. Like, it's not because, like, I actually thought Rebecca was like some kind of an android or something. That's why, like, an android or a clone. That's why model number 29 and 30. But no, it turns out that's the number of times she has leaped. That makes sense. And yeah, so gives us an explanation. Obviously what he has done is not ethically correct, but at the same time he has no other choice, so he has to take this chance. And he did this so that Rebecca can hopefully learn about her own power and do something about this. And now his gamble paid off. He has been successful, and now he's kind of like betting on this chance that Rebecca and her group will probably be able to do something because they have the information prior to what happened. So immediately we go in. We have the Shining Stars with us in this situation. So it was quite easy battle the against the Element Four. The one person that we were completely able to defeat was Fi. Hermit fought him and was able to defeat him. And yeah, so let's see what happens. I'm guessing we're going to get a continuation of the battle. Uh, like probably Laguna, we're still fighting against Laguna, and Homura is fighting against Sylph, and over there Daichi, and then I'm guessing Jin is also going to come sooner or later, and he'll probably have a fight with Shiki. But let's watch episode number 7, I think. It's 7, no, wait. Oh my god, I just forgot. Uh, Episode number 8, sorry, 8. Yeah, let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. All right. Okay. The Sword of Edens. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Oh boy. Go away. Yo, Moscow. What? Okay. Oh damn. Oh yeah, he. Alright, I feel like Jin is going to come. That's the vibe I'm getting. Oh damn. There you go. Yeah, Moscow. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's maybe they won't know about it. Oh god, here we go. Yeah. All right, you need to go. Yo. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, here we go. This whole thing of about yeah, the tree roots or whatever. Oh god, here we go. Wait, sister can heal herself. Can she? Like can she do something about this? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, like Daichi is the most problematic one. Oh god. Yeah? You think okay, there you go. Like I said, I feel like her healing power can do something in this situation. There you go. Like it's like a like Daichi's power is more like a debuff kind of thing. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So she was just letting that happen. Oh yeah, she can like dispel him completely. Yeah. Recovering too much? Oh damn! Yo! She healed him so much that he okay. That's crazy. Like they say, nothing too in too much quantities is good. Everything should be in moderation. Yeah, shove it in your mouth. Life of Edens. Okay, so wait, who's the Sword of Edens? It's Homura, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Damn, which doesn't even Actor. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's not what he wants. Like, I'm guessing Draken probably has some kind of a leverage against him. Maybe he took a debt from him or something. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Labiliasa. Wait, why is she? Wasn't she tied up? Oh wait, this is the other world. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, yeah. She's not been. She hasn't been tortured still. Yeah. So okay, she still hasn't been. Yeah, because. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's true. Why? What the? Wait, this is Steven. What's he doing here? What the? Okay. Okay, what's not happening now? Oh, she's stealing everything else. Yeah, beside him, her. Oh, she's going to shoot them against. Oh god, there we go. Dodge! Damn! What the? Oh, this is that place. The place where Homura fought in the previous world. Was Sivir? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Pinos. Hmm. Yeah, she is not happy with Labil. Oh no. Well, a big. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Familiar. Wise? No, this is yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he explained that. Like Rebecca doesn't know because she wasn't there in the previous world. Like Shiki had this okay minor misunderstanding. Oh, okay, interesting. So there's something if yeah wait yeah okay all right okay DJ Zombie interesting name. Yep, that's the first thing I thought. Oh, Oh, damn. Whoa. Interesting. Oh, okay. Like his hand was. Oh, that's yeah, yeah. He had a different hand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Wait. So yeah, is it illegal? Illegal? I think that was his name. Oh no, wait. Oh, Gills. Okay, okay. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, okay. I was thinking something completely different. All right. Okay, makes sense. All right. Oh boy. Okay, I'll have to think a lot about this because there's a lot of things going on. Like, yeah, he has been keeping himself. Yeah. Oh, DJ Zombie. All right. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Undead Joe. Damn. 200 years. Yeah. Oh, is that why he wants Rebecca's power? Yeah. Oh boy. Just to stay alive. Or to go back to his. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. That's what they explained. Like 200 years is maximum. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Oh, fusion. Nice. All right. Oh, okay. Damn, she just fell down. Hmm. So what type of oh let absorb. Wait, what the internal execution? Oh my god, is this some kind of a thing that oh that's why she's so emotionless all the time. Because damn. Yeah. Will it work again? Okay, it's working. My god. Hey, random table. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Down crane gust. Alright, she's defeated again. Again, her emotion is coming up. Okay. Sword of Edens. Yes. Damn. Whoa. Just smited him. Eden's glitter. Yo, they didn't even show what's her name? Witch's battle because she's so powerful. Alright, let's see what Draken Joe is doing. Oh, he's getting prepared. There you go. Alright, old man. Time for you to. Well, because. Yeah, because they know. Yup. Alright. Yeah, he's putting two and two together. Yeah. Life support system. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, otherwise he's going to get us. Hmm. Yeah, but I guess, but still, we need to do something. Nope. No, 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 no. All right, what you're gonna vlog it? Oh, look at this, my new YouTube video, defeating Draken Joe. What the? Oh, this is that girl, Amira, whatever her name is. Wait, so oh, what? Okay, wait a minute. Wait. A lot of things have changed here in this time. This is world number 30, and is that why she wasn't tortured here? Because it wasn't Abelia from, like, I'm 100% sure in world 29 that was Abelia. That wasn't this girl. So in this turn, like in this world, she's here. Now here's another thing. From the opening, like we always see this girl. I think her name is Amira, as far as I can remember. This girl and Master Noah on the same, like place. So I'm guessing these two are connected. Amira and Master Noah is somehow connected. So, if that's the case, then that would explain why Amira is here, because Master Noah immediately realized that this number 30 world is different because Rebecca has her memories. That is why probably prior to getting kidnapped, they switched Labelia with this girl, and that is why this girl is here instead of Labelia now. I was wondering, she's a lot less annoying here. I was like, why is she so less annoying in this? That is why this isn't Labelia. Oh god. Oh boy. Okay, is that it? Yeah. All right. First of all, I need to check if is that girl's name Amira, because that's the name I kind of remember. Eden's Zero. I think it was Amira or something like that. Amira. Let me check. Yeah, that was her name. I remembered. I. It's been a while that we've seen her in season one. We've seen her only for one episode or something. But yeah, I remember that name, Amira. Okay, so like I was explaining, this would make all make sense if, because in the opening we always see Amira and Master Noah together, so I'm guessing they're somehow connected. So since Master Noah knew this is the different world, he probably like tried to change something and like made Amira infiltrate Rakanjo's place by switching her with Labilia and getting her kidnapped instead of Labilia or something like that, because I am 100% sure word number 29 that was Labilia, that wasn't Amira. In no way was that Amira in Labilia's disguise. I think so, at least. I don't know. So yeah, that would make sense. In this world, this isn't Labilia, this is someone else. No wonder she wasn't like actually being a like a spoiled little brat. Like I was, I was, I was thinking, why is Zabilia so, so calm now? Like usually she would be like, oh, get me out of this place as soon as possible. Like I was sure she would be like that. But she was very calm here, and I'm like, all right, interesting. Why is she so calm suddenly? Explains. That explains it. All right. So in this episode, we begin with all right, Shiki, Rebecca, Wise, Pino, Moskoy are going inside Drakenjo's place, and random mob characters come in, try to attack us, and immediately Shiki goes and uses his attack to defeat them. Wise and Rebecca uses their guns to shoot them, then disarm them, and Pino is like, let me quickly trace this whole place and see where Labilia is. And then they came up with the idea that we can just ask one of these people to get to know where Labilia is. While all of that was happening, over there, Sister is fighting against Daichi. And yeah, Daichi, as always, like I said, Daichi is a big problem. I really didn't like him from the beginning. Out of all the Element 4, he's probably the most ridiculous one. And yeah, like I knew like Sister was up to something, because like when it seemed as if Daichi had the upper hand, I was like, in no way like this is going to happen. Like like who are these people? Element 4? Who? Like you're fighting against the shining stars of Eden Zero. In no way are you going to deal any damage to them. Like they're way out of your league. Like the only reason why these people were an actual problem in world number 29 is because they caught us off guard. That skeleton AI guy like completely disabled all the shining stars, and also the fact that we didn't have any information about them, and they came in like completely with a surprise. Like they had the upper hand. They knew what we were, who we were, and we didn't have any clue. That is why, like, if you remember the previous run in world number 29, everything that happened was because we didn't have any information. The first thing with Laguna, where like he turned everyone into water, we had no information about what his power is. So that is why we were like we caught in his trap. Everything, the whole thing with Daichi, like Rebecca getting kidnapped by Sylph, like all the things that happened was because of that AI skeleton guy. He was the biggest problem, and then this, having no information. So now we have everything. In no way are you defeating us when we have all the information on you. You know, like so. There you go. Like I knew, Sister was actually playing with Daichi, and yeah, that's what it happens. Like Daichi, at first Daichi's like, oh, it's so nice getting, getting beat for the being on the other side for the first time. But you know what? I need to do something. Like I'm like I want to torture. Typical Daichi like tries to grab Sister and use his whatever the name was of the power, like that tree root thing that he does. And yeah, so I was like, all right, it seems as if like this power is kind of quite nicely matched with Sister, because Sister is a healer, you know. And I was like, I'm sure she's going to do something that's probably going to completely like detox these poison that is getting inside of her, or something like that was going to happen. Like one of the worst matchups, you know, like Daichi versus Sister. Sister has the whole upper hand here because she's a healer, a debuffer, whatever you say, you know. So Daichi, at first Daichi's like, oh, like, you know, look at this, like, you know, like, do you like this, like, you know, like, and when Sister is like, oh, I'm going to kill you, and he's like, oh, what are you saying? You're still like, you know, like trying to say that you're going to kill me, like, you know, like, and tries to like grab her, like, you know, like throat, try to uh press her throat. And that is when Sister is like, yeah, you know what, enough is enough, let me quickly dispel this whole thing. And she just dispels it, you know. It's treated as a debuff, and her being a healer, she can easily dispel the debuff. So that's what she does, completely destroys the thing that was getting inside of it, the poison thing, and then just completely disintegrates those roots. And she's like, yeah, this is my power, I'm a freaking healer, for god's sake, I can easily do this. Any type of negative effect, you know, status abnormalities, I can easily take care of it. And Daichi's like, huh? This wasn't supposed to happen. And yeah, Sister's like, I was just playing with you, you know, like I just wanted to see how, like, you know, it feels like being on the other side, because I'm the one who's usually, like, you know, like torturing others. So yeah, needed to check it out. But you know what, my curiosity's sated. With this I understood that I'm more of a, like, you know, doing person than a taking person. So yeah, like, time to get serious. I love how she just heals Daichi at first, and Daichi's like, oh, I'm getting healed. And then he realizes that, wait a minute, nothing too much is good. So she heals him too much that it actually becomes a poison and just destroys him from the inside. He just blows up. Like, I don't think I've ever seen any anime where like a character heals someone so much that it actually becomes poison and destroys them from the inside. That's wild. Like, you know, like they say, nothing too much is too good. Even if it's something really nice, if you get it too much, it's going to turn into a poison eventually. So that is what Sister teaches us here. Like, everything should be in moderation. Oh my god. And then, you know, so Sister's like, all right, I'm going to keep healing you and keep, like, you know, like torturing you. And this is the thing, I feel like the reason why, like, Sister, like, you know, if you think about this whole thing, it'll be kind of, it's kind of unusual, isn't it, that Sister, you know, she's the one who tortures other people and like more like an interrogator. And why does she have healing power? You know, it makes so much sense. Like, her having healing power is actually perfect for her, because her way of torturing is crazy. She heals other people and keeps torturing them, like, so to keep it, like, you know, like to keep the runtime maximum. Like, as soon as the other person like gets weird, like, you know, kind of gets weary, kind of tired and dead out, she heals them immediately and then does it again to prolong the torture even more, making it more like, obviously you're getting like, you know, like physical, you know, like physically injured when Sister is torturing them. But the thing about Sister's torturing is it's not really physical torture, it's mental torture, because she just heals you and does it again. Like, even if your physical body is healing, your mental stress isn't healing, you know? Like, you are feeling the pain over and over and over again. And you know, there's a thing like when the human body goes, like, crosses a certain threshold, you know, like it automatically shuts down. You either go unconscious or, like, you know, like pass out. You know, that happens. So the fact that she's not even letting the human body do that, you know, by just healing, because she's healing the other person, like, the mental stress is accumulating so much that, yeah, like, that's how she does it. She mentally tortures others in this way, like through stress. And yeah, and that's like scary. And you know what, I feel like Daichi is not really accustomed to this, because he is more of a physical person, you know, he just hits the other person and tortures them through pain. I like, like this will be a very nice experience for him, like getting to feel what the other person is feeling, and also getting like a extra bonus of mental stress. Like not only is he going to get physically, like, like completely tortured, but he's also going to get extra, like, nice little like bonus of mental torture as well. So yeah, perfect for him. He needs to understand what others feel, and he's going to get that tenfold back. I'm so glad that this happened, like. And yeah, he's usually like so cocky and so, like, like not really remorseful at all about his actions. He's going to get a nice little like, lesson here. And yeah, there you go. Okay, so next we get to see. I like, it's crazy how they don't really even show Sister versus Laguna. Uh, Not Sister, sorry, Witch versus Laguna, because Witch is so strong. Like the next thing we get to see is Witch is like, oh Laguna, you're actually not, like your heart is not here. No, you really don't want to do this. What your goal is something else. I've kept, like, I've searched on you, made a search on you, and I know that you are supposed to be an actor. And I don't know what happened to you, but whatever you're doing here is not something that you're doing willingly. So obviously, I think I said this before as well. Like out of all the actors here, the only person that I feel who is probably the, the most normal out of the element four is Laguna. And I'm not really including Sylph here, because I feel like Sylph has her own troubles that she's dealing with. So I'm excluding Sylph from the element 4. Out of the three, that is not three, but the three, like Daichi and, no, not three, sorry, two. Daichi and Fai, Laguna's probably the most normal one, and he, yeah, and which just says that, which is like, I don't know what happened to you, why you're here, why you're doing this, but like, since you are here, you are threatening us, me as a shield of Edens, I'm going to stop you. And like, now my guess would be that since he is an actor, I'm guessing he probably fell into some kind of trouble, maybe some monetary problems, and maybe he took a little loan from Draken Joe. And yeah, since it's a Draken Joe we're talking about, he probably wasn't able to, like, give the debt back, like kind of give back the money, and that is why he is being forced to do this or something like that. I don't know, or maybe something else, but he definitely doesn't want to do this. He's doing this probably because of some leverage that Draken Joe has on him. So yeah, now next the next scene we see is like, in comes Rebecca. Labilia's there. Obviously later we get to know that's not Labilia, that's Amina. So okay, Rebecca is like, wait, comes, like, in front of, like, Labilia's, like, that thing, and Labilia's like, Rebecca, why are you here? Okay, so here we can see that obviously Rebecca is confused. Rebecca's like, I've heard that she has been taught. Now here I kind of made a mistake. I thought that at first I was like, wait, why isn't she tied up? And then I'm like, oh, maybe because, like, here we came before the intended time. Maybe that is why they still haven't started torturing him. But then Rebecca said that no, what I've heard is like they have been doing this for quite a long while. Even before, like, we got to know that this is happening. Like, she got kidnapped a while ago. So, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's not as if like they kidnapped her quite, like, early. Like, no, it's not that they kidnapped her very, like, like recently. But this has been happening for quite a while. So why isn't she being, like tied up or something like that? Like, yeah, it is unusual. And we get to know later on what the reason might be. The reason might be because that was actually Amira. Maybe she actually, like, because it is Amira, it took a while for them to capture her or something. I don't know. And maybe that's why they didn't get enough time to get to her or torture her. And before that happened, the Eden Zero crashed in. Something like that must have happened here. So, like, yeah, like, next episode will probably give us all our answers because everyone is confused, like, what's going on. I'm sure Amina will give us a little bit of an explanation as to what's going on. So, first of all, like I said, Rebecca's like, what's going on? Why is Labilia in this world without a scratch? and I feel like something weird is going on. And then Sibir comes in suddenly. So, like things have started changing, as you can see, like things that have happened in the previous world are not happening. But yeah. Now, next scene, we get to see Homura versus Sylph. And one thing I just realized is that the hairpin that Sylph has, that is actually something like we've always seen that hairpin giving like emotions out, like smiley emotions, sad emotions, angry emotion. So the emotions, like this is my just a guess, the emotions that Sylph feels is actually, I'm guessing, like shown in the hairpin, and it probably, the hair clip probably suppresses that emotion by taking that emotion from her. That is why Sylph always has like a very stoic face. She doesn't really show emotion. So whatever emotion she's feeling comes out through the hair clip. Like, now what happened later on is that since she became so afraid, or like, like after that part where Homura attacked her, the amount of emotion that was like, like in her, coming out of her, the clip probably wasn't able to properly suck it all up. That's why it was kind of like going into overdrive, and it forcefully shut her emotions down. And like that kind of happened. So yeah, it's not that Sylph is like, like stoic, or Sylph is like this. Sylph has emotions. It's just that the hair clip probably has something to do with sucking up her emotions or something. I don't know. Now I don't even know if this hair clip is something that Sylph has put on her, or if this is like some kind of Drac and Joel's weird little game. Like probably he's using this to restrain Sylph or something. Either of it. Either this is a part of who Sylph is, like Sylph does this for some other reason, or this is something that Drac and Joe did to her. Again, they'll probably give us an explanation in the future episodes as to what's going on with her. But from the little information we got from this episode, that is what I would guess, that the hair clip are the ones that actually take her emotions away from her. Okay, so now next we get to see that Labelia is not Labelia, sorry, Sylph is using the wind thing to attack, sucking up the different things outside and shooting them towards Homura. So next they kind of relocate to the dance, like like the dance floor, that part where in the previous world Homura fought against Sylph, and we switch scene again. Here we get to see Sibir is talking to our crew, and as you can see that Pino is afraid, like everything is going. Now, one thing we need to understand here is that, like, we as audience know and have the whole explanation on Sybil. In the previous world, Shiki, Wise, Pino, they all had their run in with Sybil, and they got to know the whole story from Sybil, and they understood that, oh, this Sybil is a different Sybil. All those conversations happened in the previous world. Rebecca wasn't there. Rebecca wasn't part of that conversation. So over here, Rebecca actually doesn't know anything what's going on. She's clueless about Sibir, at least. Like, we as audience know what Sibir is, but here they kind of explain, like Sibir kind of explains the whole situation, and this is the first time for Rebecca hearing this story. Like, that, oh, this, like, this Sibir is a different Sibir, like, the past here is also a little bit different. Here, Weiss and Sibir were good friends, and something else happened which kind of changed the world from that other world. So Rebecca is also listening to this for the first time. Like, I for a moment I kind of made a mistake. Here I was thinking, like, wait a minute, why is Rebecca getting surprised? Shouldn't she know about this because she has a time cat leaper power? But then I remembered that no, even in the previous world, Rebecca wasn't there in the part of the Sibir conversation. Sibir was only conversed with Shiki and all of them. So that is also another thing we need to keep an eye on. Like, we're not watching this show through Rebecca's perspective. We need to keep that in mind. Like, everything that happened in the previous world, everything that we saw as audience, few of them Rebecca wasn't part of it. So Rebecca wouldn't know what happened over there. We as audience know what happened there, but Rebecca wouldn't know. We need to keep that in mind. We we need to, like, I kind of forgot about that for a moment, and I was surprised. I was like, why is Rebecca getting surprised? Makes sense, because Rebecca wasn't there. We only saw that scene. We as audience saw that scene. Rebecca wasn't there. So okay. Now, so you can see that like I said, when Labile was like, "Oh, what's going on here?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go. She's going to start becoming a brat again." But then I was like, "Wait a minute. Why is she so like so calm? You know, like this is weird. Like she's not usually this calm. She's always like, like a brat, acting like a brat." And the fact that she wasn't tortured in this world was probably going to make her even brattier. I was expecting that. So I was like, why is she so calm here? There you go, it explains it. This wasn't Labilia in the first place. Um, okay, so now next we get to see is the whole story. Sybil explains the situation to Wise. Okay, so Sybil talks about Wise's hairline first. Okay. Obviously, Shiki is like, "Oh, you were the one who hurt Pino," but then Wise again makes him understand that, oh, this is a different Sibir. This isn't the same Sibir. Okay, so here a very interesting conversation starts. Sybil gives us a very interesting snippet of information. So he says what happened in this world is that, okay, where's that part? Let me read this part because this part has a lot of information. Happy says so Wise and you were good friends, and he says, yeah, but we ended up fighting over some minor misunderstanding. And Wise is like, minor misunderstanding? And he says in the history I have lived, we resolved our misunderstanding. Now here's the thing. This Wise, he is the young Wise, so he's misunderstanding that he had with Sibir was probably not cleared up. So that is why he was so angry. He's like, what's minor misunderstanding? But this Sibir is like, yeah, it's minor because in this world we actually came to a conclusion, because the way they look at those two situations are different. For Sybil, it's a minor misunderstanding because they were able to go through it and clear it up. But for Wise, who's probably in midst of that misunderstanding when he was in the previous world, for him it's a big deal. Makes sense. And Sybil says, although it was at a great cost, you stole our group's war fund. Alright, now here, this is the interesting part. What happened in, okay, I need to think about this. First of all, this Wise that we have, the young Wise that we have, in his world, in his version of history, the suitcase, the briefcase that he stole had Pino in it because Pino was sent from Shiki's timeline to this world. That is why things went into a disarray. So everything changed, and that is exactly the reason why Wise came with us, because history for his world, the situation changed. It wasn't money that was in there, it was Pino. And since it was Pino over there, Shiki and Rebecca, all of them got involved in it, and the whole thing went into a complicated situation. So that is what happened to this Wise. However, what was actually supposed to happen, at least for this Sybil, is that briefcase would contain money in it instead of Pino. Okay, so yeah, Rebecca says, was that the case that Pino was in? And Sybil says, yeah, I don't know anything about the new history, but in my history, the case had money in it. Alright, so for his history, he says it was DJ Zombie's money. Alright, I love that how Shiki in his head saw DJ Zombie was exactly the way I saw DJ Zombie as well. I was like, wait a minute, DJ Zombie, a zombie, he was a DJ? Is that what? But okay, Wise is really, and he says that, yeah, you stole the money thinking it belonged to me, but it was DJ Zombie's money. Okay, so Moscow's what's with the name? And he says that he was a moneylender who had our group, or more like the town's delinquents, under his thumb. Now, I feel so dumb here because this is the part where I should have realized that DJ Zombie is Drac and Joe Zombie, because we had all the information, all the hints, and they even said that he's a moneylender. I don't know why I came to the conclusion that it's Iliga, because they were talking about Gilst and everything, and the first thing that came to my head was Iliga. I'm like, oh, this is Iliga, but so Such a dumb decision, like like thing that I thought. Like, yeah, obviously, it's so obvious here now that I'm looking at this part that yeah, that is Draken Joe. Like they even said that he was a moneylender. So I should have put two and two together, but my brain didn't really work here at this point. Okay, so Rebecca's like moneylender, and she's like, I've never met him, but he's a big fish that makes people in the generation tremble in fear by just hearing his name. Sibyl says, and then you were caught stealing his money. So DJ Zombie cut off your right arm. Again, another big hint where I should have realized that DJ Zombie is actually Draken Joe. Because Draken Joe did the same thing in this world as well. Not this, but the world number 29, where he ordered Five to take off, Weiss's hand. Because that's what he does, And he even did that in that world as well. And that is why, like Rebecca, the wise Rebecca knew, the old wise, one hand was prosthetic. Makes sense, because that's what he did. He cut off his arm. And he says, Sibyl says, it's a common way of punishing thieves used since long time ago. After that, you became docile and even started going to school. People started calling you professor, and that is why there's a drastic change. This Professor Weiss and the Professor the Weiss that we have with us, the drastic change between them. And Sibyl's like, and I was able to make amends with you. So, but we became estranged. Alright, so yeah, and Rebecca remembers that is why Weiss had a prosthetic arm, because DJ Zombie had cut it off. Now, here we go, this part. Sibyl says, after that DJ Zombie became even more successful as a moneylender of planet Gills. But because of him, the beautiful planet that once a tourist spot became tainted. It became known as the planet of criminals. Now, wait a minute. The whole Iliga situation, that happened in Gills, didn't it? I think so. It's been a while I've seen season 1, so I probably forgot. Let me check. Eden Zero Iliga. I'm just going to give a little search here. Criminal who operates from Iliga Tower on Gills. So, that is why I made that mistake here. Like, the first thing that always came to my mind when Gills came into equation was Iliga. So I was like, oh, so DJ Zombie is actually Iliga. But no, obviously not. Like, Iliga was a small little criminal, like he couldn't be DJ Zombie. Like, I should have put two and two together and realized that DJ Zombie is actually Draken Joe Zombie, or zombie. What did they call them? Zombie Joe? No, something like that they called him. So yeah, like I was like, oh, is it illegal? But no, immediately they said that, oh, moneylender Gills, don't tell me. That is right. DJ Zombie is Draken Joe, who was 50 years ago. So there you go. Now, makes sense. DJ Zombie, Draken Joe Zombie, Yeah. Okay, so here they obviously get the information that 50 years ago this, like, wait a minute, didn't Master Noah just say this? Master Noah said this, didn't he, to Rebecca and her group, that, oh, Draken Joe is using like a thing, like a life support system or whatever to keep himself alive. He just said this. So why was Rebecca surprised here? I don't know. Like, Rebecca's like, wait a minute, 50 years ago? Yeah, I don't know why she's surprised, because we already had that information. Master Noah just told us. I don't know why she became surprised here. It probably didn't register to her properly that, yeah, this is what's going on. So here we go. Draken Joe Zombie. Yeah, and they remembered that Master Noah said that the other name that was, oh, Undead Joe, that's the name, not Zombie Joe, sorry. Okay, so his real age is like 200 years old, and he's living, kind of making himself young over and over again, and that's what's happening. And here Rebecca realizes, and that is exactly why he wants her power, Cat Leaper, because as Rebecca said, when she lived, she went back to his previous her previous age. Now I don't know what the hell Draken Joe plans on doing with this power. Like, if he leaves like Rebecca, it's not really making him younger, but it's reverting back time. So what is the point in that? Like, he's just going to like just repeat the days over and over again. Is that how he wants to live his life? Or maybe he plans on changing the Rebecca's power after capturing it, changing it into some way so that he can actually revert only his time back. That must be it. Because as you can see, Cat Leaper is a thing where the consciousness of someone goes back in time and goes back to the younger body, and that's why you have all the memories. Like your consciousness is jumping, very similar to Steins Gate's reading Steiner. If you've watched Steins Gate, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like Steins Gate's reading Steiner is completely the same as this Cat Leaper, where the consciousness goes back to the previous body, and all you're doing is that you're not really going back in time, but you're letting your consciousness go back in time and overwrite the memory of your past self, and that's what's happening here. So in that way, I guess you could say that you're becoming younger because your consciousness is the main thing. But I don't understand why Draken wants this power, because it's not really going to help him become younger. It's just going to transfer his consciousness back to a younger self. So he'll be repeating his days. That is why I think, like, I doubt this is all that Draken wants. Draken is probably get Rebecca's power and kind of try to change it in a way where he can make the power into something which will only let his, like himself go back in time. Like everything else will be the same, but he'll probably change his own, I don't know, like he'll probably transfer his consciousness to a younger self and bring it back to this time some way, and that is why some way or the other he'll be able to not only repeat the days, but he'll only be able to go back and become younger, but the time will still be the same. I don't know what I'm even saying, but I'm sure he's going to modify Rebecca's power in some way. Otherwise, it's a very weird, way of getting younger. Like, he's not really getting younger, he's just going back to the past. Like, how is that even, I don't know. What does he even want to do with that? Doesn't make any sense. He'll be repeating his days. So he must plan on modifying it a little bit to change it into something else. Okay. So yeah, like here they obviously talk about how, like, since he's undead, he doesn't really need to do that, but like Sivir says that he's actually coming at the end of his time period, like 200 years or something he's been doing this, so isn't really able to go back and rejuvenate his body anymore. That's why he's actually hurrying about it. Now next we get to see Homura versus Sylph again. Sylph is fighting using her wind, and Homura actually is like, at first Homura tries to attack the wind, but it sucks up her sword, so she fuses both of her sword, makes it into like a long sword, and starts wielding it and making wind of her own that clashes with Sylph's wind. And here you can see Sylph says something interesting here. Sylph says like, no other wind is allowed except mine and my brother's. Once my wind stops, I will be absorbed by Draken. I can't let that happen. I am scared. So there you go. Like a lot of information we get here without any proper explanation. So yeah, we know that obviously, like, we got this from the previous episodes that Jin is doing this for his sister. So that's probably what's happening here. Like, Sylph is also probably doing it for Jin. So again, Joe probably has some kind of leverage against these two. And as soon as we see that Sylph starts getting panicked, like, her emotion starts overflowing, you can see the hair clip is like internal execution, emotion detected, emotional restraint protocol in progress. Now here's the thing. I said this before. There's two things that might be happening here. Number one, she has put this clip on her own to actually suppress her own emotions. She herself did it, or Draken Joe did it. Either of it. So immediately, like, as it goes into override mode, the clip probably sucks up all the emotions, and she again becomes stoic, kind of calms herself down. And then again she's like, oh, like, I'm going to stop your wind, and she tries to attack Homura again, traps Homura in the a little wind ball, but Homura comes out of it again after using her wind, and again rinse, like repeat, the whole thing repeats again, the cycle repeats again. Sylph becomes like over like saturated with emotion, and the clip like just tries to suck it all up. But yeah, in the end, Homura deals significant damage to Sylph, while over there we just see Witch defeating Laguna. We don't even see the fight because I'm guessing Witch was that strong. And yeah, and over there Drakenjo like has come back. His body has come back to like rejuvenated, and Drakenjo is like, what's happening? Why are they here? And he puts two and two together and quickly realizes that Rebecca probably unlocked her power and know what's going on. And he's like, I need to do something now, otherwise it'll be too late. Now here Rebecca and they're coming up with a plan. They come up with a plan and they're like, oh, let's like try to get his life support out. So Sibir at first is like, I do have a clue where it is, but then Sibir is like, but you shouldn't do this because he's immortal. You cannot really do anything to him. But obviously, like, we have to do this because either way, Drakenjo is going to try to get Rebecca, so we need to strike first. Otherwise, it'll be a problem. And here, suddenly, Labilia is like, okay, I see. Maintaining his body and traveling back in time. I'm starting to understand Draken a little. Defeating Draken will be interesting. And here, okay, I was like, okay, what is like Labelia talking about? Like, she's like, oh, I have a plan. I can help you out. I'm like, yeah, by doing what? Like doing a like making a YouTube video, like, or BQ video. That's what you're going to do? Because I actually thought like she was going to say something like that. But nah, turns out this is not even Labelia. This is Amira. Like her face like goes completely out, and she's like, I'm not that girl. I'm someone different. Don't worry, I will help you out. This is Amira, isn't it? As far as I can remember, like, Amira had no face. Okay, so there you go. A big revelation in the end. So like I said, like from the opening, my guess would be not Labelia, sorry. Master Noah and Amira are working together. Because, in the opening scene, opening song, we see both of them at the same place. So, and I don't know why, I feel like they're related or something. Like, both of them has, like, yellow hair, like blonde hair. So, I don't know. You know what? Probably not. Because Amira, that face that Amira brings up, I don't think that's her actual face. She has no face. That's probably a random face that she brings in. Or something like that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, there's a lot of mystery surrounding Amira, so we don't really know what it is. But my guess would be she is working with Master Noah, and that is exactly why, like, she is actually here, because Master Noah knew what's going on, because he can look at the time of, like, location of the people, like, going beyond time and space. And when he realized that this is the world where Drakenjo can be defeated and Rebecca has all her memories, he probably started working and somehow switched to Labelia with Amira and made her get kidnapped instead of Labelia, so that she can infiltrate and come inside this ship and help us out. So, and that is exactly why she wasn't tortured, because I'm sure Amira did something to probably get out of that whole situation. So let's see, what happens. Unexpected temporary ally we got. So let's see how it goes. Either way, that is it. That was my reaction to episode number, oh my god, episode 8, isn't it? I'm just mixing up the episode. Episode number 8 of Eden Zeros, season 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you guys next week with another episode of Eden Zero. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.